welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Penny. Hello, Karen. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Say hello when you get in so I know that you're here. Hello, my friends. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. This little separator in here so we know what is what. In the last second, I found my little transfer sheet that we're going to need for tonight. And I'm so glad that I found it. I'm going to put it in a safe spot, which I always do, but then I lose it again. It generally gets put away, which means that it gets put somewhere where never to be found again. Hello, Annie. Hello, Heather. Hello, Marlene. Hi, everybody. So it is Tuesday, which means a couple different things. So number one, we have a mini release. We always have a little mini release on Tuesdays that coordinates with the products for the month. We also have our live packing tomorrow. So the live packing game for tomorrow is bingo. We're really excited to be playing bingo again. We had so much fun last time. And the way that it works is for every $10 you spend, you get a bingo turn. If your number lands on the board, you get a little prize from our prize basket. And if you win, you get a $25 store credit. So you can get, as many $25 store credits, I guess, as we can award if you win multiple times. And again, you want to try to get as many spins as you can. So for every $10, again, you will get those spins. So I think that's everything that I have for housekeeping. I'm super excited to make these projects with you tonight because we are making projects utilizing our brand spanking new, got something in my eye, brand spanking new Stamp Club Premium. So the Stamp Club Premium, if you have not seen it yet, I think they stole mine. Yep, they stole mine to put into an order. But the Stamp Club Premium has the incredible flamingo and the little flip-flop. So let's go ahead and head down to the table and let's talk about releases for today and let's make some things, okay? See you down at the table. Oh my goodness, everything. I don't know what happened in here, but there must have been an earthquake. My front-facing camera was all askew earlier. I had to redo everything. It was wild in here. Okay. So first we have two brand spanking new stencils. So these are the A2 stencils. And we have one that is the tropical leaf. Yours will come like this. Okay, mine is already pre-cut out because mine is the sample. And it will have little tabs that you just pop out. So you will get the inside piece as well as this leaf, like outer leaf piece, right? I did see TT today. I did see him today. And then we have the flamingo. So this is a fabulous little flamingo stencil. And those are the two stencils that are now available to coordinate with this collection. Okay, so we have those two. Then we have two new duo foils. So I got a lot of emails inquiring about more tropical duo foils because you all are loving the tropical slash what's the word I'm looking for? Tropical slash under the sea kind of look of things. So I decided to design two more. So we have the Tropical Vibes duo foil sheets, 2 sheets pre-printed foilable panels, and the first side. Look at how beautiful that is. First side. Just beautiful and colorful. Second side, we can foil, okay? So the way that the second side works is you can see here, this one, we have a top view of some umbrellas. This one, we have our fabulous little under the sea fish. This one, we have just these beautiful kind of like really ethereal stars and suns all throughout the waves. And then last but not least, we have our daisies and like our real cool, funky brushed daisies, okay? All right, so that's the first one. And then for our second one, we have Flamazing duo foil sheets. So I'm really excited about the Flamazing ones. I mean, I'm excited about both of them, but Flamazing, I'm really excited about because of the fact that it is all about the flamingos. So this is the Flamazing duofoil. You keep this, I would keep this in with your, I mean, you could even kind of fold this over and put it like on your, you know, that's not gonna be centered, but you know what I mean. Put that on your, in your little drawer, or put it in your drawer. I don't know. So just a way to note which ones they are. So this side we have our flamingos. We have this super fun gingham pattern. Then we have the little shells or little bunting. We have some tropical leaves, and then on the opposite side, yay, we have our little flamingos in the heart. We have our flip-flops, we have our glasses, and then we have Hello Sunshine. So what we're going to do to start is we are going to foil some of these because, I mean, duh. I mean, how fun is it going to be to foil some of these? So I want to talk about foiling again. So we talk about foiling often, but we don't really talk about foiling and like how it all works. So I'm going to first cut these down, so trim these down into A2 size panels because that's ultimately what they are. And A2 is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we'll go ahead and cut these down, and then we're going to do a little fun foiling on them. The duo foils have become very, very popular here at Brutus Monroe. I know that a lot of you have been using them. I use them on so many cards now because it's so easy. It is so easy to use them. And it makes for a quick and easy card. And I'm going to show you today how we can make, we'll probably make about, I'd say probably about 4 cards today. Because we're using the duo foil. The duo foils make it so easy once they're foiled to just go to town, right? There we go. All right, so there are our panels. So they're all ready to go. Remember, anywhere that there is black on the panels, that is where you are going to be able to foil. So we're going to start with this one, and I want to show you how we can foil this, but not add any color to it. So most of you know, or most of you have used, I believe, our beautiful, these are our Magical Shattered Glass foils. And I love this foil because you can use it over top of the black. You just want to make sure you're using the right side. So you hold it like this, and if it folds over, then you're good. If it tries to fold up a little bit, then that is the wrong side, okay? So generally they go into the package the right side down. So I'm just going to place this like so, and you'll see it's only going to stick to the black area, but it is still going to give us that glorious and wonderful shine. Okay, so you can see here it's so pretty, but we're going to send it through, and I'm going to be able to show you how it only sticks to the black areas, which is just going to be so cool. So let's send that through the fuse machine. All right, now let's take a look through. I mean, I feel like we have to use these guys, right? So I think we'll do, because we're going to do like just a flamingo sentiment on here. I think we have to do, I mean, what do you think? I think we have to do the disco. Hello, Jamie. Happy Tuesday. I think that's just a given, right? I think that's going to look so cool on there. All right. Our first one has been sent through. Whew. It's a hot one. It's a hot one. Whoops. Oh, no. Oh, I put that darn thing on there. I wasn't paying attention. I put it on there backwards. Hold on. Let's send it through again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention. By gosh, by golly. I was not paying attention there. You see, look how pretty my folder is now, though. what I get for not paying attention. I flipped it right on over. All right. So let's go ahead and send this through again. All right, so we're going to do our flamingo, and then let's see, what else do we have here? I feel like we got to do our little fishies. I think the little fishies are a good one too, but I think we'll do that with this kind of scattered one. Another favorite, the static. Let's see here, and then I feel like we've got to do the flip-flops. All right. That's my real world. I love that. All right, we got the right side that time. We got the right side that time. All right, let's set that aside for a second. And now let's send this one through. And again, we're just having fun. We're just going to do some foil in, and then put some cards together, right? I think that's going to be fun. All right, let's figure out what we want for the flip-flop. I think for the flip-flop we should have something, and I know you're not going to be able to hear me. Please don't get upset. I walked over to the other side. That's why you can't hear me. All right. How about a polka dotted flip-flop? What do we think? Polka dotted flip-flop? This is the circus. I mean, it can't hurt, right? All right. Ooh, this is going to be a hot, hot, hot one. All right. Okay. Let's lay it down like that. It's not cooperating. There we go. There we go. All right, let's send that puppy through. All right. All right, all right, all right. Just sending them all through. Sending them on through. All right. Then only one more. We can start figuring out how we're going to assemble. All right. Last but not least, let's trim down our little flippy floppy here. Whoops. Got real close on that one. Almost chopped down our panel, but that's okay because we are going to cut our panel down. All right, let's send that puppy through. All right. So our very first one should be ready now. 1, 2, 3, go. Do you see how it just picked up on? Now it's going to leave just a tiny bit of residue because I sent it through twice. But see how it's just really on the black? Love that. All right, let's grab our next one. What was this? I think this is the underwater one. Every time. See our little underwater creatures now? Such a cool product. All right, so there's 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh my word, look at those flamingos. How fun are they? I love that. All right, and then last but not least, we have our flip-flops. I gotta wait a minute for these because these are really hot. Oh, I wanted to show you. That's one thing that I forgot that I'm excited that I just thought about. We've gotten a lot of emails. It's cool enough now. 1, 2, 3, go. How fun are those flip-flops with the polka dots on them? Oh my goodness, I love that. Didn't those show up well? That's fun. All right, so we've gotten a lot of emails about our mermaid. So this is the mermaid tail inspiration box. There's not a whole lot of these left. It's exciting. The mermaid tail, these are the panels that you get in. You can purchase these separately too. But we've had a lot of questions. We'll do it with this one. On whether or not these will foil. Now, they will, but you need to use the magical shattered glass with these because it will foil. It's going to foil the entire panel, okay? So let me show you what that means. Everything except for the areas that are white. And I'll show you what that means. Go ahead and center that. Grab my carrier sheets. Tap, tap. Then we'll send that through. I'm going to show you what that's going to do. All right. So we're going to start with this one because this was going to be a pretty simple one for us to put together because we are going to be utilizing the paper from, whoopsies. Paper from the paper. Does that make sense? The paper from the paper? Isn't it so cool? All right, so we're going to let this sit for a second. Oh my goodness, it's hot. Okay, so we are going to, did I say the paper from the paper? We're going to use, yes, the paper from the paper. So we're going to grab, because this will obviously coordinate. So we are going to place this on top of this guy. So first we need to cut down our little flamingos. And again, this is going to be very simple how we put this together. So we're going to cut this down to 4 inches. And that should make it even, because remember, we are centering this so that it will fit on an A2 layering. Layer, layer, layer. So when you get yours, you'll be able to layer. All right, so we're going to use this. And then we are going to use our paper here. So let's cut out this paper. And again, remember, this comes with your pack. You're getting an extra sheet to use for layering, which I think is awesome. So now look. Isn't that great? So now you have that color around the outside. Isn't that cool? All right, but I want to go in and I want to do a little bit of blending around this piece here because I feel like it needs a little oomph. Just a little something. So I'm going to grab my prom. Oh wait, let's pull this first. Okay. So once this is done, you are going to 1, 2, 3, go. And then take a look at that. Isn't that cool? And you could just literally add a sentiment to this and be done, right? I mean, that's what I would do. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to show you that. All right, so let's go ahead and add a little bit of ink to this. Let me find where my, here it is, where my beautiful little, blending brush went. Couldn't think of the word. Could not think of the word to save me. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of the prom queen, not prom night, even though I want it to be prom night because I love that scary movie. We're just adding a little bit of visual interest. You know me. Got to add a little bit of blending around the outside. It just gives it some oomph. There we go. That's all it needed. Just a little something. Okay? And then we're going to layer this on top of this. So we have our color. I am almost out of my glue. Almost nothing left. Okay. And again, this stamp that we're going to be using is from Stamp Club Premium. It's a new one. Oh no, I got glue on my flamingo. Oh no, that was the ink. Oh, whew. All right, so we're going to press this down. Let me grab my towel. Oh, there it is. Is everybody having a good Tuesday so far? That'll burnish and buff it up. See that? All right, then we are going to grab our card base. All right. Grab our card base, and we're going to add some more glue. I really need to get my tape runners together down here. I can't tell you the last time I had a tape runner. I have plenty at home, just none in my studio here. All right, place that like so. And then I already have my items stamped out here because I didn't want to make you wait. Okay, so I'm thinking I like this be a flamingo and a flock of pigeons. And I think that's really all we need to finish this card off. I'll add a couple of gems, but yes, through the magic of television, I already have these ready. They're already ready to go. All right. And we're just going to place that right there. And say, be a flamingo and a flock of pigeons. Hello, Ruth. So simple. And then we are going to use the blue shift. And again, I just have been really into the blue shift this month. I think it's because of all the ocean and stuff like that. Sorry if you guys can hear the AC unit kicking on. All right, we're going to add a couple of gems here because why not? Come on, you little stinker. And again, we're just adding them sporadically. All right. There we go. Be a flamingo and a flock of pigeons. Do you love it? I love it so much. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so there's card number 1. Simple and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now for card number 2, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim out these flip-flops, okay? You could leave them on here if you would like, but I think I'm going to trim them out because I really want to use some of the Mermaid Friends paper, because I've really been into this Mermaid Friends paper. I think it's a lot of fun. So we'll use, and we'll pick it out based upon the color, but let's go ahead and this fussy cutting shouldn't be too difficult because it's literally just, and my paper almost fell off of my stand here. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to trim them out pretty simply. And again, if you don't want to do this and you want to keep them intact, you absolutely can. But again, this is the kind of fussy cutting that I don't mind because it's easy. The flip-flops are really easy to cut around. And look how cool that is. I love that. All right. And again, we're going to trim around our little flip-flop here. Super easy to cut those out. Okay. And then we are going to do some die cutting. One of my favorite things to do. All right. Let's see here. All right. So let's take a look at our paper here. And let's take a look at the paper that we got in the box. So we got a beautiful Jurassic, we got phone book. There's another color that I've already used. So I think we're going to use phone book because there are yellow circles in our flippy floppies. And then I'm so in love with this turtle. Don't you love this turtle with the flip flops? I think that's what we're going to do. Or we could do the pineapple. What do you think? Pineapple or turtle? Here are our choices. Here, let me move this to the side. Here's our choices. Pineapple or turtle. Oh, or sunshine. Sunshine, I think. What do you think? Sunshine? Yeah. We're going to do sunshine because it has the blue and it has all the colors. So we're going to do sunshine. Sorry, everyone. Listen, I asked for your opinion, but then I made it up for us. I mean, it happens too often now, these days. Okay, so we're just going to do a simple circle with a sentiment, and it's going to be really easy. This is going to come together real quick. That's how we can do so many cards in one day, or one swoop, so to speak. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's use this side for it because sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. I like the sunshine. And of course, we'll give this a little oomph, a little I still need to get my small machine. Nice to be needed. You are. You are. Noted. I think we might actually just do the 2 because I don't have... No, we'll do this one too. We'll do 3. I was a little overzealous with trying to do 4 cards. We'll do 3. Because I like the idea of the sunshine for this one here. All right, very carefully, got it. So let's grab our little blending thing here. We're going to blend a little bit of color on top of here. And I think we're going to use, did he come out with an orange in the new colors? He did. So we are going to use, but I believe I'm out of brushes. Am I? Might very well be. Alright, we're going to have to go back to Old Faithful. Back to our Old Faithful blenders. Hello, Michelle! We're just going to add some orange oomph around the outside here so that we have a little bit of visual interest. It's going to kind of look like the sun, which we like because we're using the sun paper. Okay, easy peasy. Now we're going to take our sun paper here. We're going to trim this down. To 4 by 5 1/4, so that'll give us a little lip. There we go. Give us a little lip on our card. Grab ourselves a card base, which is how every good card begins, really. Ugh, I love this back panel piece too. All right. Place this right in the center here, or center adjacent. This is judgment-free zone. If you're center adjacent, that is okay. I'm looking for my pink crystals, because I have an idea, but I have misplaced them. You can just use the crystals, it's okay. The crystals. But I want you to use the pink ones if you're making this card. Hello, Terry. Can you all let me know if that freebie's going in your cart? All right. So now we're just going to position our little flip-flops like so. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. one more piece, I think. All right. Okay. Oh, they're going in the cart? Okay, good. And so I believe this one will go over top of this one, so we will not... Yeah. Okay. Let's place this puppy down first. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the heel of this guy because it's just going to rest on top of the other flip-flop, so we don't need to get crazy. Alright. And now we grab our sentiment, which our sentiment for this one is going to be, you're a flippin' amazing friend. And I'm going to show you in a second, whoopsies, how shiny this is. Look at those flip-flops. I love it. But what we're going to do is we are going... This was my idea, and it might bite me in the bottom, but I can't find my pink stones, which, again, is what I would suggest you use for this. But I want to put stones on all the cheeks. I just think that's going to be so cute. And then we have one more card to make. And that's going to be the sunshine card. Our little crystals just happen to be the perfect size for the cheeks. I think it's going to look great when it's all dry. All right. Our AC in here has been kicking on a lot. Whoops. We got 2 gems. Keeps grabbing 2. What is going on here? And we're just putting the cheeks on. Oh my goodness, I love it. I don't think I missed one. Did I? No. Okay. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. careful with our little cheeks, but I love that. I love it, I love it. All right, and for our last card, we're going to simplify this, and we are going to utilize some of the masking paper from Brutus Monroe. So we're going to cut this down or trim this down to 4 by 5 1/4 again. So again, 5 1/4. We'll do it from this way. 5 1/4 by 4. A little bit off both ends. Okay, and then what I want to do is I'm actually going to take some masking paper. Okay, and I'm just going to trim this down. So we'll do like 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and 3/4 of an inch. Okay, whoops. I just dropped a piece. Stuff has just been falling all over the place in this studio lately. Driving me bonkers. All right. So we're going to take that. We're going to take our little piece of our blending paper here. Hi, I'm late. Okay, thank you for your note. I appreciate it. We're going to take our masking paper. Remember, the back side has this fantastic cross cut, so you can very easily pull off the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to place this kind of sporadically, I guess you would say, on our card, okay? Again, the back side, the front side that says the masking paper, that is not the side that you're going to remove the backing from. It's the back side of that. And again, we're just adding our stripes just up and down. Super simple. And if they're a little bit crooked, that's okay. It's not a big deal. And again, and just kind of haphazard. You don't want it to be perfect, because we're going to do some blending here. All right. Now our little smaller friends, and again, these can just go kind of right in the center here. We are going to be blending on top of this, so it doesn't matter. We're just going to be, this is a very simple card, our final card. We're just going to add a real fun sentiment on it. It says, "Hello, sweet sunshine," with some flip-flops. All right, I think that's good. All right, this should hold itself down for a moment. We're going to grab some of the Clear Skies Stellar ink. This ink is so stellar, hence the name. We're just going to blend on top, okay? And you want to use a color that will coincide with your what your background is. So this one already has some blue in it, so I think this is going to work really well, and it's going to create like this really cool. We just want to create like a background that is exciting, because we're just going to be placing a sentiment and a little flip-flop on here. So we want it to have a little visual oomph to it. Okay, so now I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm just going to go up and down to make sure that I clear off all of my, can you see how that's really showing through now? All right, 1, 2, 3. And remember, this masking paper will not affect or hurt your background, but you'll see that it's going to create this really cool effect. You know, I love the how did they do that effect. And there we go. See how it just added a layer to that? I think that's so cool. All right, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to find our flip-flop. So this is our little flip-flop, and then we're going to use, I think we'll do Hello Sweet Sunshine. What do you think? But I'm thinking I might cut this panel. I have an idea. Because I do want to use some yellow, because we are saying Hello Sweet Sunshine. So let's cut this panel. Let's cut an inch out of the center of this panel. So let's go one. We'll do about an inch, give or take. An idea on the spot. Do you ever have one of those? All right, so we'll cut this in the center there. Then we're going to need a piece of our yellow. We'll just make our yellow 4 by 5 1/4. And that will let us know where these panels need to go. So they're going to have to go like, and then we'll put our little flip-flop here. And then our sentiment there. Yep, I think that's going to be perfect. So let me get some glue here. I know we are very, very summery with our cards today, even if it's not super summery outside. Okay. All right. So let's get this put onto a card base before we start trying to pop stuff up. That is not a card base. Where the heck did that come from? Oh, that's a piece of scrap paper. Here's a card base. All right. Oh, no. I'm good with how warm it is here right now. You know me, I am a fall kind of guy. I am good with how the weather is right now. I am all set. But thank you for the offer. Thank you. Uh-oh. I did something wrong. Hold on. What the heck did I cut that down to? So it should be 4 by 5 1/4. I don't know what the heck I did. Hold on. Let me get this glue off of here. It's because I am sleepy today. I did not sleep well last night. And there are just some nights that are like that for me now. And when that happens, I forget things. I think I did 5 1/2. Yeah, I did. And I'm no good. So I need to get a good night's sleep tonight, or else I am not going to be able to do all the things I need to do tomorrow. Okay, there we go. Whew. Christopher Allen, get it together. I accidentally did 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I don't know what I did. But let's just say it was not correct. Whatever I did was not correct. All right, so let's do a blue. We want to do like a light blue. Yeah, let's do a light blue flip-flop with like a pinkish. Let me test this. Nope, that is orange. That, my friends, was orange. Okay, with a pink and then a yellow. All right, I think I got this together. So let's do yellow for the little inside of the flower. Okay. And some of this beautiful, this color too. Okay, and then we're going to do pink. Let's do a light pink. Light pink for the flowers. And I'm sorry if you can't see me coloring, but I promise you this is not the portion where I teach you about coloring. This is, I'm doing it very, very quick and easily. And now blue. I forgot that this, for some reason, this side of my marker has been dried out. It's only this side. Don't know why. I guess I must have used like a lot of blue on a project. And I know this is going to look dark, but don't worry. I'm going to use a really light turquoise color for the strap. So don't worry, it'll still pop. Oh, I can see that it's going to be a lot of people playing the bingo tomorrow. I can't wait. And remember, the bingo is good up until we play. So you're good until we play. You don't have to purchase tonight to play bingo, but I would suggest tonight because then you get first dibs. First dibs on the bingo game. All right. So now we're going to use our turquoise for the straps. There we go. And now those are going to get placed like that. Let me grab my, oh, here it is. It's like I know I have extra of the, okay. I know I think I see my yellow. Because I want to use yellow on this one. Yellow crystals. I should tell you before I. Yellow crystals. All right. So there's our little flippy floppies. And now we have our hello. Whoa! Fell right off my desk again. Yep, it's time for me to retire for the day. It is time. It is time, my friends. I gotta go home and take all my garbage out. All right. I think that looks so cool, that background. Just adding a little bit of adhesive foam adhesive here and there. Then we'll place our Hello Sweet Sunshine right there. So we got our sunshine in the background, and then we've got our yellow crystals. Well, hello, Simon Irene. I'm using your inks. I am using your inks. How convenient. I used your inks a couple of times. These are stellar inks. They are stellar. I'll tell you that. I have never met a Simon Hurley ink that I didn't like. Simon, are you at the Taco Bell? World famous. He said world famous. Well, you cannot get the blending brushes to save your life. Sold out. Tell you. That Simon Hurley knew what he was doing with those inks. I really want to add some sort of a pattern or something onto the flip-flop, because it's driving me bonkers that it's so plain, but I don't really have anything to put on top of it. I should have stamped it I should have stamped it first, but that's okay. We'll live for now, right? All right, so here, let's look at the 3 cards we made today. So we have Be a Flamingo and a Flock of Pigeons with our new duo foil. Then we have You're a Flipping Amazing Friend, and look at all those cheeks, how they're sparkling. We love a sparkling cheek. And then we have Hello Sweet Sunshine with our beautiful little flippy floppies. What a fun live. All right, let's put all these back behind me, because we have lots of cards that we've done so far this month. By gosh, by golly. All right, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for allowing me to make some cards with you. We were about a half an hour over our normal time, but that's okay. I had fun. I hope you did too. So remember to create something every single day, whether it is an Under the Sea Mermaid card or your own ending. I love you very much, and I thank you for hanging out with me this evening. And I will see you all tomorrow during our live packing. I'll be packing boxes, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So have a wonderful